It's another Wednesday night. I'm Tim Byrne. Here's my podcast. You know, I spent a lot of time trying to make these intros interesting enough that you'll continue to listen to the stupid podcasts I do every Wednesday. And some are incredibly boring, and some are incredibly funny, and some are insightful. My tip today is to let you know that as a leader or a manager or a coach of a team, there's two foundational blocks you need to have your team succeed and excel. One is give them certainty, not uncertainty. The first foundation of leadership is certainty. Your staff need to know where they're going and what their objectives are, what their expectations are, with clarity. The other one is control. They want certainty and control. They want control of their outcome. They want to be able to be involved in the outcome they need to make things happen. The guys that are up next are cleaners, and they're Uber cleaners. That's what they consider themselves to be. Whereas they put people in control of what work they want to do when they want to do it. It's kind of a neat look at cleaning, and it's probably the new way we're going to do it. I was really uncertain about their business model. What caused me to have some interest in them was the fact that the Irish boy happens to know my family back in Ireland. My dad grew up in Drogheda, a little town, and those boys are, one of them was from Drogheda, which I found kind of fun. I am Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live, and I am your Wednesday night, and I hope my boom boom popcorn, oh my God, OMG in the corner gave you enough woo to make you keep on listening. And if you do, you will, I promise, see me on the backside. Hi, I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm down at the Remy Show. That's a real estate management industry show here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I seem to have somebody from my hometown.
There you go.
All right, gentlemen, you're both from iRestify?
You got it.
Correct.
Yep.
And your cards have changed, and you were telling me why your cards have changed. Why have they changed? Sorry, let's do names here.
Sorry.
Aaron?
So my name's Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. How are you? Welcome to the
I'm
show.
fine, thank you.
Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Tommy?
And you need to figure out the football player guy you should
Yeah,
run into
absolutely.
him, right? But you wouldn't. Yeah, it's wrong football, right?
Nah,
Totally.
yeah, wrong football. We go off football, but
Yeah, I know.
you guys go off soccer.
Irish football is a really tough game too, eh?
Yeah.
Real Irish football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Brutal.
Gaelic,
Crazy.
tough game, brutal.
Woo. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, really
Physically.
hard game. Concussion. Okay. Why do you guys have sticky tape on your card?
So we were changing our cards a little bit often. When we first started, we were a residential cleaning company.
Yeah.
That was back in 2016. And we
Okay,
offered
but these-
things like snowbird services, things like that.
You want to
so.
see the card?
You're in talk with the card. You
I am.
the card.
So, why the sticky thing? Is it because you're new?
We essentially have changed the cards. The cards were originally structured around residential booking, and then we're just adjusting the cards essentially.
So you guys just do cleaning
Commercial cleaning, yeah.
for like office towers, condominiums, industrial buildings.
Property managers,
Exactly.
mostly property
So
managers.
why'd you get out of the residential side of it?
There you
Because
go.
it sucked.
I don't want to say that. The revenue,
You're on the right track.
the revenue is non-recurring. The churn rate's high. A lot of people are cleaning subjective, and a lot of people will
subjective is
complain.
true, right?
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily a sustainable business model moving forward, because a lot of the time spent on a residential one-time booking meant on an operational side of things, you were spending a lot of time that wasn't profitable in the long run.
What do you guys do for them?
Sales and marketing.
Sales and marketing?
Yeah, I'm in sales.
Oh, how the hell did you end up here? How'd you end up here from Ireland?
Sorry?
How did you end up here from Ireland?
Why not? I was in Ireland for 22 years. Decided there wasn't a push factor necessarily away from Ireland, but there was a pull factor to go somewhere else. So I decided
Was it
to
a
go over
girl?
Canada. No, it was two of my boys.
always a girl.
Yeah.
Always, right,
That's what they
always.
wanted you to believe. No. We came over and it's been going great. We've been over since last year.
Really?
Yeah. My accent is slightly lessening. I used to talk twice as fast. Now it's just half the time. So.
No, I'm okay with it. I get it. Well, but I guess it's the Irish in me, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you guys switched how long ago into commercial cleaning?
2018.
How hard is it? to switch over? I mean, you got the Hallmarks and those big, huge monster companies. If you're in residential, it's a smaller crew, faster turnover, where logistically doing commercial stuff is like more staff, more process orientated, more infrastructure in it. How big is your company now? And when you got your first contract, was it hard to make that switch? What do you do for them? Sales too?
Sales and marketing. I was the first employee.
Really?
So I started in 2016. So yeah, I was there for the switch, and it was pretty seamless. The transition.
Whose family owns it? Your family own it?
No.
Your family owns it?
Neither of us. No.
Just checking. Well, you said you were there from the beginning.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
okay,
No, two
family.
co-founders that worked in the service industry previously started this. And they started as a residential cleaning company. What happened was when we started working in the residential sector, a lot of property managers were calling our phones, asking us for cleanings. We thought that, okay, there's a market here. And we built a...
Are you doing it here in Toronto only?
Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal.
Who's in Montreal? Who's in Ottawa? Like, do you have staff there? Like either a salesperson or management staff?
So that's the advantage. We essentially have no geographical limitations, which a lot of other companies do.
How do you work in Montreal though? You need an RBQ license, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So there is obviously certain regulations we have to go through, but with ourselves, because it's working through a centralized system where you, let's say from a user standpoint, have an account that you use, all we need to do from our side of things is find contractors there, vet them, put them through our normal 4-step process, and from there we can set up the account for you from a customer standpoint.
So are you managing this? The actual cleaners themselves, you manage them on site?
So we essentially, iRestify is the platform that connects both the customers being property managers, property management teams, office management professionals, and the cleaning experts. The cleaning experts that we use are all contractors, so they're contracted directly with iRestify.
It comes with GPS tracking, so property managers love that. They track the cleaning based on the amount of time and a certain amount of space. It comes with automated invoices, and you could remote check a service off-site. So you could be in Australia, open your app, and see before and after pictures of your space.
Yeah, removes the need for guesswork.
Does the app? So really, you're a technology company in the janitorial space.
Exactly.
You got it.
Exactly.
You got
Is that the
right?
Yeah,
Nailed it.
Exactly. It removes the need for guesswork.
So
are you a programmer?
Company. No, sales and marketing.
Do you have programmers on your staff?
We do. We do.
Yeah.
We have 4 programmers on staff.
Right. So I like the analogy Uber.
Yeah.
So prior to being the Uber, prior to having your technology, and you were doing were you doing the residential inside technology as well?
Yeah.
And you couldn't make the model work?
We could. It's just that the churn rate was so high on and the demand is one-offs. You get a lot of calls on June 30th.
Yeah,
for the turnover,
right?
And then you don't get calls again until the following month. Whereas you can clean an office 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 5 to 7 days a week.
Yeah, 365 days a year.
So there's no consistency to having it as a residential one-time booking to a service, let's say 5 weeks down the line. It comes sporadically.
I mean, I have a cleaner in my house, but they're there every week. Isn't that
recurring? Yeah, and for every 9 one-offs, you would get 1 recurring.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So every 9 people that give you a call say, "Hey, I need a cleaning," they need it right now. It's usually an emergency situation. And they calling you back for the
second one, or booking out a year out.
Correct.
Was it because? Sorry, I'm gonna ask a dumb question. Was it because you didn't have it wasn't. I have a cleaner that comes to my house, and it's the same nice person every week, and I know them. Is it because you were dealing? Was a frustration on your residential side that they were having a different person come to the house every time?
No, the recurring service we promised them the same cleaner every time, so it was the same system. Of course, yeah. It was the same service. It was just ultimately the business, the recurring revenue on the commercial side and the property management side just made more sense.
Yeah.
To stick our operations on that side.
You're touching on the right subject there in that it is much easier in terms of a recurring side of things, where the customer knows and they're familiar with the same consistent expert. That's why recurring generally from a cleaning standpoint again works better as well.
So now that you're in the commercial space, how does your software? Because you're Uber, and I like that. You've got subcontractors working through a portal that makes it part of your brand, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
You got it.
So how are the property managers accepting that in comparison to, historically the same model, which is a Hallmark that has all their own people, or an Apollo 8, which is now not Apollo 8, there's something else, but because they bought and sold. but these big companies that have feet on the street that under their employment that are managing not through technology but through, is it just you're saving them a crap pile of money?
Saving them money. Ultimately, you're saving them time.
Yeah.
These people, a lot of the way cleaning is handled in the industry, it's very archaic. It's very pen and pad, written down invoices, searching, things like that. You can log into your dashboard and see exactly how many hours was work, what you're paying for your service, in which building you're paying for it. And I know you spoke about like operating budgets yesterday, for example.
Yeah.
That's a big one. When the tenant is when you're dealing with the cleaning for a tenant and they need a clean.
You were in my workshop.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, no, I got it now. It all clicked into me right now when you said it. I'm like, I remember you. I remember you two fuckers.
Yeah, of course.
You get to tell Robert you saw me.
I can tell him. I can tell him.
Super funny. Go to his father and tell him you're roasting him. I talk to his father all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
nice.
do.
Yeah.
I talk to Connor all the time.
I've never met his father, but I think he probably wouldn't want to meet me after his party he had. So.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. Probably more Barbara's mother, right? 'Cause she would.
Yeah.
She'd box everybody's ears for sure. Okay, so but when you go to tender, are you tendering?
We've now started that process. A lot of our business, it's a large process. It's a lengthy process. A lot of the contracts are 3 to 5 years, but
they're set up to be feet on the street, but a night manager, a supervisor.
Yeah.
They want a real body. They want to know it's under your employment. They don't want to be subcontractor.
Exactly. Yeah. There's much more like process
infrastructure.
Involved. It's a little more convoluted, but we're absolutely able to cater for that.
We can cater for that, but a lot of property managers we work with are the mid-range ones.
Sure, the guys with 10 stories or less, not the 10 stories and up, right? Because 10 stories up, the whole program
changes.
Really changes, right? They want supervisors every 5 floors. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operation. The cleaners have offices.
In those buildings.
You go to Scotia Plaza, they almost have 1,000 square feet of office.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, you guys got an office as big as mine, right?
Yeah.
So you guys aren't doing that big market yet.
Not yet.
You're staying in the boutique side still.
Yeah.
On the boutique
word.
Yeah.
Right? And staying with operating managers, staying with buildings that theoretically don't have a full complement of property management staff on site. So do you have a property manager or an operation? Like when you go to BCE or like a First Canadian Place, there's 3 operations managers, 3 property managers, 2 general managers, a VP, and a supervisor. And you're working in a building that has 1 supervisor or 1 operations manager,
one
not
property
a whole
manager.
complement.
Exactly.
You got you're actually filling the void.
It's the one-off. Yeah, it's the property management companies with 16 locations.
Why would I sign up for you if I was the cleaning side?
Because you get to set your own your own territory. Yeah. So we pay the cleaners. It's all done through PayPal, the merchant.
Sure. Yeah.
So we handle that. If you're a cleaner, and why would you sign up with us? You get to pick your own territory. You get to pick your own schedule, and you have the ability to accept or decline jobs. They're going right to your smartphone. So you could increase your revenue based on the territory you set, the time you set, the availability, and the amount of cleaners you have on your team.
So it's very user-friendly from a cleaning standpoint as well.
Because it has to be, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they completely have their own power in that sense. Like they have the ability to have as many hours as they want, essentially. So if they choose that they want all of the GTA as a remit, they can use that. And then
are you paying them same day like Uber, or are you waiting? Are you on terms of like 30 days and stuff?
Weekly.
Yeah. All payments are done weekly, and it's all through credit cards. So that's the system, and the PayPal is a payment merchant as well.
But your property managers aren't through credit cards.
Yeah, purchase orders and credit cards. We have the ability to upload purchase orders from our system.
Purchase orders, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the more mainstream property. I'm not talking about mom and dad's property management.
Yeah.
The more mainstream property management comes with the Brookfields.
On larger scales, of course.
The Dell property management.
Yeah, you got it.
The Crown property, all those auctions. They're not dropping their credit card.
No, exactly.
No, you're entirely right. Yeah, so we built a portal to upload your cleaning checklist. So that's sent directly to the cleaner's phone.
Right.
And the purchase order is also uploaded to the system.
Yeah.
Your client's purchase order.
Yeah.
Your clients are going to pay you in 30 to 60 because they're jerks.
We've kind of broken that, the payment terms. For the purchase orders,
But to grow your business, the purchase order I'm talking about. I mean, when you grow your business, you're going to have to accept terms. Somebody's going to have to bankroll the terms, right?
Yeah.
That's really what Hallmark's play is. You know, those big cleaning companies, that their plays are they can sustain a cash flow because staff that wants to be paid every week or every 2 weeks, they can sustain a cash flow for up to 60 days without going bankrupt.
Yeah.
Probably one of the biggest problems you have in this marketplace, being a supplier, is the sustaining cash flow for the shitty payments that property managers make, right?
Yeah.
When you wait 60, 70 days.
Yeah.
You're going, and I'm paying it weekly.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, it's because it's on a larger amount as well. Yeah.
Right? You're dying. So somewhere in the next year or two, as you progress deeper into the property management side, somebody's going to have to go and capitalize the corporation to ensure that it can sustain
The
growth.
cash flow.
Yep.
Well, cash flow first. Cash flow. B, the growth, because you can outspend your money.
Yeah.
Somebody hands you $1 million cleaning contract, and it's $80,000 a month, but and you guys are making 10 grand off the 80. You got $70,000 in cash flow. The property manager takes 2 months to pay a bill. That's 140 grand out of pocket.
Yeah.
Before you see your 20 grand.
Yep.
That you get to keep.
Yeah.
So that's a big leap of faith from going from mom and pop residential doing a $60 clean on a Friday.
Yeah.
Like Uber.
Yeah.
To going to a commercial guy who wants, I want my one invoice in a month. You can see the check in 45 days.
Yeah.
That's how those big companies.
That's
really
a different conversation.
For you guys, right?
That's a different conversation, but we're here to kind of break the industry. It's a very archaic industry. We're here to change things.
It's funny because they collect their rent on the first of the month, and they're out.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
And that includes your operating money, right? Which kind of makes it funny. They're collecting every last penny.
Yeah.
Much faster than they're delivering it out to their.
Well, believe it or
supply
not,
chain.
some are willing to change and some are willing to hand that credit card over. There has been for the benefits of the system, for the technology that behind it. They weren't tracking their cleaners before. They had no way of tracking their cleaners or the invoices or the money spent. So they get the online dashboard, the personalized feel, and a lot of them are changing their ways. We've had guys come up to our booth and say, "My boss is really old. He doesn't understand email.
Oh my God, right?
He doesn't understand email, but this is what we need."
Yeah.
And they're sort of breaking the trend for us. It's a very dinosaur industry, the cleaning industry.
So just imagine it.
Every industry is,
man.
It's
That's
a
All
traditional
the construction industry, service industries
That's a
are
good point.
archaic,
Yeah,
right?
but what
It's
are-
a bunch of old idiots.
Yeah.
What
I'm
our
old,
what
by
our
the way.
overall
It's okay.
what our overall aim is to essentially update an outdated service. In that all of our features are trying to make it more seamless in the process of operations and cleaning and connecting the two.
It's gonna be hard. It's an uphill battle, eh?
It is, but I mean, when you see customers give positive feedback on a system that hasn't had that feedback previously or had the ability to do so, you have a lot of hope for the future, 100% in what you're doing.
And it's a public release, so venture capitalists have gotten involved as well. So we have some guidance there.
Right.
And
Because that's what you're gonna need the capital, right?
correct.
So where's the software being made right now? Here in Toronto?
Yep.
It's a back end.
Programmers out of Toronto, or the programmers out of
Out of Toronto.
Out of Toronto.
really, eh?
Yeah.
Everything's out of Toronto. Yeah.
How many Irish boys do you have working with you?
Just one.
Yeah, that's
Just
gotta
one.
go, eh?
Yeah. They can only have one.
His accent's changed since he came over here. It's been about a year
You're gonna
now.
have to
Yeah.
convert them faster,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sounds stupid.
It's working. Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely.
I can't say that to anybody else. It sounds stupid, except a fellow brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
of
know,
course.
exactly. And like we take offense. It's like cool. It's like that's how you know you're a brother.
Right?
Over here, it's like people are like, whoa, dude.
What is that? No, right? Yeah. They're far more
That's how
sensitive.
you know your friends are back home.
Yeah, they're far more sensitive here in Canada than they are in Ireland.
Can't say anything.
Ireland, they say everything to each other.
They've also so many
Yeah.
rules over here. So many
Yeah, I end up in court a lot. I'll be honest. I get in a lot of shit.
rules. Not yet for me being the big word again.
I tell you, man, I've gone to the Ontario Human Rights because I've said some stuff, and I all mean it in good fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then people take it the wrong way. You're like, stop being so sensitive.
Yeah.
Sticks and stones break your bones, and names never hurt you,
Come
right?
on.
Yeah.
That's the moment
They
where
take
you're
that
okay.
seriously over here.
Oh,
It's like a code of conduct.
Yeah, I literally tell my kids, sticks and stones break your bones, names will never hurt you. Who gives a fuck what people say to you?
Yeah.
Walk
Absolutely.
away. And the minute you can start taking people to court for what they say to you, you're like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to reassess what you're thinking.
maybe you should reassess who you're hanging out with.
Yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah, all right, I mean,
100%.
I got it if somebody takes a swing at it, but if somebody says something to you,
It's not worth it.
get lost.
Yeah. See you
Yeah.
later. Over. My
Of
day's
course.
gone.
Boys, I wish you success.
Thank you so
100%.
much.
That's
I really do.
appreciated,
Thank you
Tim.
so much.
I really
Thank
do.
you. Yeah.
I was really excited about Tom Brady. I'm Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I'm here with the boys who run the Uber of housekeeping and cleaning, iRestify. They're here down here at Remy in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm totally off my game at the moment, and I suck at doing podcasts. We'll see you next Wednesday. There is a technological revolution about to happen. Whereas anything that's a repetitive job, I think will be automated. And I'm going to go back to what I said when I started this podcast, is that certainty and control. I think if you give your staff certainty and control, you let them know the destination, where we're going, and you put them in the driver's seat and give them an opportunity to figure out how to make it happen for themselves. You taking the ultimate responsibility as a leader or owner or manager. But the truth is that you need to give your staff that complete 100% certainty that you know what you're doing and where you're going. And you had to put them in the driver's seat, give them control and certainty. I am Tim Byrne. This is Tim Byrne Almost Live. I am your Wednesday night drive home. Uber cleaners, I think you are the future. I think all corporations have to stare at their technology and figure out how to cut back keystrokes, how to put the power in the hands of the frontline staff that are making things happen for your company. Subscribe to me. Check me out on LinkedIn. You can always call my cell phone at 416-984-9045. Be safe driving home, and remember, stick your head above that foxhole. You can't become a hero unless you take a risk or two in life. I'll see you next week, okay? Bye.